All right, guys, how awesome is this? Matt and I just drove about 3 hours, 20 minutes, 3 hours, 15 minutes down to Dickerson, Maryland for Markoff's Haunted Forest.
Well, but before you go any further, explain that drive, the last 5 miles of it.
About 5 miles of like single lane, bumpy, dirty, dusty, through the woods, no lights road, out to the middle of nowhere where this place is. And that being, again, after like a 3.5 hour drive. But we are so excited. Earlier this year, we did the East Coast Haunters Convention in Philadelphia, and there was a little bit of a haunt tour before that, and Markoff's was on that haunt tour. Now, we missed that, but when we spoke to people and saw some of the reviews online, just raving reviews, they talk about massive sets that they have, and we just couldn't resist that, being far away, we wanted to do it and check it out for ourselves to see if what they have.
Let me pause you again. We couldn't resist it, but this is Jeff's third night of haunting the road.
Correct.
And this morning he was a little skeptical.
He were having second thoughts.
He was grumbling a little bit. So let's hope it lives up to your expectations.
Yeah. Are you excited for it, Matt?
I'm excited. I mean, we're here. It was exciting getting here. We're hoping that it lives up to expectations, but real excited to be here.
All right, guys, as Matt mentioned, we are so excited to be here at Markoff's Haunted Forest tonight. We had heard so many good things about it when we were at the East Coast Haunters Convention, and we just had to come and check it out for ourselves and hope that we're going to have some good Halloween fun tonight. So when you arrive at Markoff's, there is a big field that you can park in. The rows are numbered, so that way when you park, you can go look what number row that you parked in, and then you'll be able to easily find your car on the way out. When you head over, you are going to head towards the skull that's in the middle of a red tree. You're going to head underneath that skull, and it's going to lead you to a long pathway that'll take you up to the entrance and the ticket booth. Once you get up towards the entrance, you're going to make a slight left-hand turn. That'll lead you to the ticket booth. So the interesting thing for Markoff's, at least for the trail, is that when you order your tickets online, you will actually select a time that you are going to come to Markoff's. When you go to the ticket booth, they will print you out a ticket that has a number on it based on your time. And then for the trail, there's actually a screen that shows the number on it, and when they call your number, you are then able to go and enter the trail. So it makes it nice, keeps things nice and easy where you don't have to sit and wait in a line. You can enjoy the midway while you wait, and then when they call your number, you're ready to go. The DJ will also call your number out loud so you don't miss it. Once your number is called, you'll head over to where the sign is that has the number on it. There will be a little sign lit up that says Markoff's Haunted Forest. You'll go underneath there, and then you'll enter the short line. That is the short wait then to get into the actual forest line. All right, guys, so we are about to enter the Markoff's Haunted Forest Trail in just a moment. But before we do, I just want to say a few things. First off, if you've been following the channel, you know that we don't like to just post walkthrough videos of the attractions. I think it ruins it both for the attraction because everybody watching now is seeing all the different surprises and cool props and acting that might be inside the houses, and I think it ruins it for the viewer then too, because if you do end up going to that attraction, then again you're also seeing all those surprises, so it's not going to be as interesting to you when you actually go in person, and it gives you less incentive to go in person. With that being said, we took a lot of film from here, and there's going to be a lot more clips than are typically in our videos, and that's just because there was so much to film. When I tell you what you see is not even a quarter of what was out there, I truly mean it. There was just so much. You'll see it when we talk about it and review it at the end of the clips, but there's really so much to review. And lastly, the clips that you are going to see just totally do not do it justice. It's really something that you have to come out and see for yourself in person, especially with the camera, not being able to pick up some of the lower light scenes and all the intricate details that are in there. I still think it showcases some of the massive sets and things they have, but but it just totally does not do it full justice. But with that being said, we'll take you through the trail and hope you enjoy it.
Try not to get decapitated. Onward in.
Gentlemen, after you.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm having a great night. How are
Great
you?
night. I'm having a great night too.
You're having a great night?
What you doing later?
Maybe juggling.
Juggling?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that. Can you teach me?
I could probably do it.
Oh my goodness, this is so exciting, guys!
Wow.
I guess we can't go through.
Look at those. Look at the swords.
Oh.
Don't tell Jake.
OG, yeah. Jake, you'd be so jealous.
Guess we're going in. I don't even know what. Wow.
God.
Just a whole freaking Viking ship in the middle of the. And there's water.
Look, that's what I'm saying. Look at this.
It's not even fake.
Oh my gosh. This is just.
Bravo. Bravo, Markoff's Haunted Forest. Bravo. Oh! That's the fog.
Yeah.
How the fuck did they do all this?
Look at this thing.
I think I'm.
Is it safe to go in here?
You want chains?
Chains? Oh my.
To be bound.
I don't know. Maybe in certain circumstances, but I don't know these are the right ones.
Any angle.
Oh boy.
Mine are trouble, so.
Yeah, yours are broken, so.
Wow. Wow. Let's do that again.
All right, we just finished the Haunted Forest Trail. Oh my gosh. I mean, we are just blown away.
Speechless.
I mean, it's just amazing.
Guys, there's stuff everywhere. You just look through the woods, you see lights and flickers and stuff. This is huge.
Of course, been in this for many years. So we were at Trans World's East Coast Haunters Convention earlier this year, and everybody was talking about these large outdoor structures they had at this haunt. It's about a 3-hour, 20-minute drive for us, so it's quite a ways. But we decided let's bite the bullet, let's go see it. I mean, it is just phenomenal. It's how long was the trail?
I think filming we were almost at about 40 minutes. And up and down the hills, up and down the mountain.
But I mean, houses, churches, but I mean, just
cemeteries,
the
full swamps.
and the depth of this thing. It's not even just like right along the trail. It goes back through the forest. I mean, it's just incredible.
The sets. I mean, to be fair, that's what I was told.
Yeah. But I mean, it's amazing. It's not even.
It's like unfathomable. How do you wire all this?
Back here, they have a fence.
Yeah. How do you wire all this? Yeah, the depth.
Yeah.
Depth.
It's like not right on the trail. It's just everywhere.
Watch your neck.
Look back through there.
Watch your neck.
Oh my God.
I hope some of this is getting on camera good.
Now, I guess when you
Nothing that we've seen like that
No.
before. Not even close to
No.
that.
And so breaking it down a little bit, and we're really overwhelmed.
Yeah, it's so hard
Break
to break
it between
down.
the the scenery or the sets and then the acting, okay? So the scenery sets, it's just phenomenal, and it's like not all modern stuff. You got some gothic stuff, some Viking stuff, some medieval stuff, some serial killer stuff. I mean, just all kinds of
everything.
Little bit of everything. Full-size dragon skeletons back there. I mean, it's just amazing.
And the depth too.
And
like when you're walking, it's not just immediate on the path. Like you look into the forest, and there's just more. There's depth to it. It's like I said, it's so hard to even fathom of just how much was there, and every set meticulously like planned and designed, and just amazing.
So that's the set part. Now, the acting part of it, you know, we started this out, I would say we were, I don't want to say disappointed, but we thought there'd be more interaction. But then as you start to process it, it's really just different. It's similar to Halloween Horror Nights in Florida. You know, they have a pre-recorded thing. Some places have interactive actors. This place is focused on a lot of jump scares and physical acting rather than the dialogue, and it really works. They're really good with working with these sets, getting these jump scares on you, distractions, and then they do interact with you, but it's like more physical than it is verbal.
I'm scared right now. I don't like witches.
They're gonna turn you into a brew.
I don't like witches, and I think there's one right behind me.
He makes a good potion.
It's making motions.
That's an animatronic.
Casting a spell or something. I think we should
Bye.
leave now.
Here we go again, Jeff. I keep getting followed.
Well, they know you're old and close to death already. It's an easy take.
I'm not gonna be here.
You're an easy kill, and you're already like leathery, so they can make you into clothes.
One of these times, you're gonna turn around, and I'm not gonna be here.
I hope that's the case. You're like dead. He's like dead weight.
You probably will take better care of me. You hear how abusive he is? Here we go again.
I'm telling you, you're gonna end up as a leather handbag.
One of them wants me, and I'm just every scene, I just can't seem to get through them.
And it's okay once you get used to it, and it's you embrace it. And as I went through the attraction, I realized, you know, I kind of like this better, because being a walkthrough attraction, which we usually don't do, you can really take your time, really take in these sets, and it would probably be distracting to have these actors interacting with you constantly, because you really want to experience and get involved with these sets and scenery and things. So I'm not going to say the acting was bad. It actually was very good. It was just different than what we're used to.
It was appropriate for what it was.
It was appropriate. It fit well with this attraction, and this attraction is just so different from what we usually go through. Another plus, they had clown girls for Jeff, but they also had some vampire girls for me, and I like the vampire girls, and I don't see them a lot.
Oh, hello there. Look, you're a ghost
Vampire?
or a witch or
Vampire?
vampire.
Vampire?
Oh, you're a vampire. I do like the vampire girls, Jeff.
He doesn't have much time left anyway. You can take him.
Wild girls, but boy, I'll tell ya, vampires are so fun for them.
And that's the vampire guy. Got him, yeah.
So, I mean, just so many things. It's just overwhelming. If it's a long drive for you, just do it if you're a haunt enthusiast. I mean, this is something, I mean, we've been
You will not regret.
all over the place, all over these different haunts, and this is something that we just have not experienced, have not seen before.
Yeah, even just like we're in the midway area right now. If I pan around, if we can get the fire maybe behind me, like it's not even just like a puny fire. You know what I mean? It's these giant logs, the big fire, the whole thing behind me. You can see it's just filled with lights. Everywhere when you're in the forest, you just look and you see more. And it's just incredible, and it's so worth it if you can make it out here. It's like I said, it's so hard to find words, and the disappointing thing is that we're not even going to be able to show you that much because the video would be, you know, an hour and a half long. So we'll try to bring some clips, but there's just so much, and even just to get the camera shots. There's in every scene you could pan the camera 365 times and still miss something.
It reminds me when you go to a
like
national
kids in a candy shop.
Yeah, and it reminds me when you go to a national park and you go and see this great waterfall or this huge mountain. It's just so amazing. You take a picture and you come back and the picture just doesn't do it any justice. It's like that.
Yeah.
It's just so amazing here. The other thing is, they have another attraction.
Yeah, we still have the town.
They have the town. So before we forget, if you like this, and hopefully you love this, like, subscribe, follow us for more of these videos, and we're going to show you some more here tonight. But having just a phenomenal, overwhelming.
Yeah.
Overwhelmed right now.
Yeah, from what we can see, you know, only like the major, well-established haunt review channels are kind of driving out this distance from, you know, the Pennsylvania area to see this. You know, we're a small thing starting out. We're trying to build the subscribers. We drove all the way out here, and we really hope you guys appreciate it. We're enjoying it so much. You guys will love it. And check back for more. Even just, you know, the midway, we're going to have a lot. There's going to be a lot in here. So a lot more to come. It's awesome. We're loving it. We're going to go do more.
Alrighty guys, so as usual, we'll take you around the midway here for a little bit. So they do have a lot of the typical stuff that you see in some other midways of haunted attractions that we've been to, but there's just a little bit more as well, and it's a little bit more lively. So we started off there. There's a cotton candy place that you can get, and of course animatronics and things for photo ops. A nice seat that you can take a photo in, and we actually were able to get some pictures in that seat as well. They do have a bar area set up where you can sit and drink some adult beverages. They have a couple different choices. They have a spiked cider. They have a couple different beers, although they were out of one of the beers the night we were there. So Matt and I, you know, we were so excited about the night and the trail that we wanted to celebrate with a beer. Unfortunately, they only had an IPA left, which neither of us were really into, but they do have a couple different choices. They have a couple liquors, and then as mentioned, they have a couple different beers that you can go. They also have another attraction that you can pay extra for there called See No Evil. So it's actually an attraction where you get blindfolded and you follow a rope, and as you're going along the trail, they do different things to you, different touch, scent, smell, different things, and we'll get into that a little bit later. They have a whole nice area where you can sit by the fire, even a nice little separate area where you can make s'mores. So they have a little tiny campfire where you can make s'mores, and some seating areas that go along with the s'mores down in the back. Of course, as with any good midway, they have a merchandise shack, almost called it a tent, but a shack in this case, and all the usual items that they have, pants, shirts, hats. They actually have some jewelry. They have some stickers. I actually ended up getting a beanie from here, but all the favorite things that you can get, lots of stuff with a logo on, of course, that they have here. Moving along, they actually also do have a fortune teller. You can go in and get your fortune read and told to you. So that's a pretty neat feature, again, that you don't really see too many other places that you can get done. Again, kind of the theme here. It's similar to others, but there's just more to do. Do have a little donut shop here. That donut would probably go really nice with some cider or hot chocolate, which we will show in a little bit that they also have. One of the other things that's really neat is they actually have this, what they call the death roll. So you actually have to climb all the way up this apparatus, and then you go on a zip line almost, and you're on a log that can spin. And it looks like if you attempt to do it and you make it across, for every so many people, a dollar amount goes up, and you can actually win money if you make it by going all the way across. So that's a pretty cool thing. We did not partake in that, but it's pretty neat. They do have a concession stand that offers some regular food other than just like donuts and cotton candy and things like that, located near where that death wheel is.
It's probably hot because of those big fires.
Couple other different stands. So this was a waffle stand, I believe, that they had. Yep, a waffle stand. Also pretty neat. You can see they even theme the stands. It has the teeth with the blood dripping off like a vampire. I mentioned the hot drinks earlier, so this is the shack where you can get some different hot drinks. It's located near the trail entrance. So again, hot chocolate that you can get, coffees. They even had a butterbeer that you could get walking here as well. Moving over to some of the final items of the midway, they have this cool little shop with an artist that makes some custom drawings and paintings. So you can pan around here. They all looked really incredible, really well done, so pretty neat. And then panning around, almost getting back to where we started, is where the entrance to the town was. The other cool thing is at one point when we were walking around the midway, right around in this area as well, they actually did also have some fire hula hoopers going around and doing a performance. So again, a lot of stuff to do, not only just the attractions, but in the midway as well. And while you're waiting for the attraction or in between attractions, there's just so much to do, so much to see, and really neat.
Simple rule. Keep your hands to yourself at all times because we're not, and do not go under or over.
All right, guys, so I just got done doing the See No Evil. Matt did want to take part in it, so I went in by myself. Basically, the premise is you put on a blindfold and you go through only holding a rope, and feels like you're going through corn most of the time, and then there's people in there that they touch you, they put feathers in your face, they will, there's floors that move under your feet, all kinds of different things. You go through a whole bubble thing at once. So it's pretty neat. It doesn't affect me psychologically. I don't have a phobia of really the dark or things like that, but if you're somebody that doesn't like that kind of random of touching you and things in your face and not knowing where you're going, there was actually one point where there was no rope you had to go through. You'd enjoy that. It is a little bit of an extra charge to go through. But I like the concept. I just think there could maybe be a little bit more with it. They did say it's their first year, I think, or their newest attraction. So maybe they'll develop it in a little bit. But overall, pretty good. Not something that gets me that psychological way. All right, guys. So we already did the Markoff's Haunted Forest Trail. We've walked around the midway a little bit. It already feels like we've done like a whole haunt, and yet we still have the town left, and that's where we're heading next.
We got here around 7:30. It's 9:30, so we've been here 2 hours.
Yeah.
And still have this.
Just making it into the town. We'll see how that is, and we'll report back.
Alrighty, guys. So the town is interesting in that when you actually go through the sign to go out to the town, you actually walk all the way almost back out to where you come in from the parking lot. And then you get on kind of like a hybrid tram hayride type thing. It's like a tram car, but it's pulled by a tractor, and it actually takes you completely away about 5 minutes from where the main midway in the trail is to this other location where they have the second haunt, which of course is the town. So I thought that was pretty cool. It actually separates you from that area, and it makes you really feel like you're in a more remote area rather than just kind of cramming it all in one. So a pretty neat concept.
Rule 2, no smoking. Rule 3, do not touch the props. And rule 4, be nice to each other and to the folk in there. All that mercury got them acting all kinds of off kilter, but they still folks at heart. You hear? Okay, how many are you?
Oh, shine.
On second thought, you don't know how to distill right.
What brings us into town?
Huh?
Shine. We heard
Shine.
there's shine out here somewhere.
Ain't no rations for outsiders.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're finding out.
Throw a little lead down range?
A lot
You
of
ever
good.
got lead thrown at your face?
I have not.
It ain't a fun experience, let me tell you that much.
I imagine not.
What else are we looking for?
Whiskey?
Gold.
None of that either, huh?
You're gonna need to try your best in our mine.
No. Gold?
It's been dry, but
No.
you can try.
So what's good here? What can we get?
You're gonna have to ask what the butcher has on special.
The butcher.
That's
okay.
right.
All right. So some good meat. Some
Can the
good.
butcher make him a special?
Probably.
He's old, so he might be a little tough.
We call that well aged.
Well aged. I like that. I'm going to start using that. Can I use that?
That's all right.
Or well aged.
Like a fine wine.
The barber's in.
Are we going to a brothel?
Miss Kitty House of Sin.
I'm ready to sin.
Welcome to the house of sin. Bloody struggle this side. Come on in, come on in.
I'm ready to sin.
Oh my goodness. You're pretty attractive.
Clown girl
there.
who?
Yeah, really attractive. Maybe a little later. I don't know, Jeff. I think you wanted to spend a little time in that House of Sin.
Let's go back. I'm ready to sin.
All right, here we are. We just finished the town, which is the second attraction. Really good attraction again, very different. So first of all, you're going to load on a wagon, and they take you quite a bit away with this tractor and kind of this tram thing. I don't know, maybe a mile or something like that. The first setup is you're going to go through a corn maze. It's okay, little couple characters in there, but then what they've done is they built a western town out there. Now, where the trail was really about the sets and these huge structures and art pieces, here's the towns where you really start to get into the interaction with the actors. They were
Right, I'll be back for some of that.
You can finally get your hair cut.
What about you, lad? Look like you got a little peach fuzz on your lip there that needs to be removed.
He doesn't have much left. You can take the rest off.
We can give you a good clean shave. It's buttery smooth.
Buttery smooth, that looks nice, that's sexy, I like that.
And help make dinner?
We could, if we can use him as like the meat.
I think you'll be perfect. Now, how many
there you
kidneys
go.
do you have, dear?
I have all of them.
You want to change your answer?
I have none of them.
a lot more interactive, a lot more story going in there, just a lot of different buildings and rooms and things you're going through and interacting with them. Jeff, I think you had some direct interaction.
I did have some direct interaction. For lack of a better term, I got shot. And I was actually made part of the town.
It's what we like to call the hot shot.
Hot shot?
Oh.
You're part of the town now.
Oh, yes.
We'll mention later in the mortuary.
Hello.
So, since you're part of the town now, would you like to get a bullet wound to show to your friends that you got shot in the town?
I would love a bullet
All
wound.
right, awesome. Where would you like it? Just on your forehead?
Sure.
All right, yeah, sure.
Let me, I'm getting a bullet wound.
Yep. All right, and you're gonna follow me right over here through this door.
All right.
Go to meet your friends. Have a nice night.
Thank you.
Yep.
So that was pretty cool. It's always fun when the haunts do those interactions. Last night, Matt got marked, and he was evil. And then I was the chosen one with the glow stick and the clowns. And then again tonight, I got taken aside and I got shot and become part of the
separated.
town. And separated.
They
Yeah, I got
separated
separated
us.
from them. So that was neat. Like Matt said, it's really cool because in the main area here, there's a lot going on with music and a lot of people and lights and there's a DJ. And so there's a lot of commotion. But they take you away. They transport you on a little wagon tram thing, and they really make you feel like you're secluded. You're out in the area. There's no sounds that you can hear from the main midway. So it's really cool. You go through the corn maze. You feel isolated in the corn maze, and it's just a really cool experience. And then you go through that and you get into the town, and it's just really neat. Like Matt said, we got a little bit of both. We got the sets tonight, and then we got the sets with the trail, and then we get the acting with the town. So it's been a really awesome night. Like I said, there's so much that we could say, but we would just be rambling on, and it's just been amazing. And hopefully we'll get some of that into the video with some of the clips that we got, but there's so much film to go through. It's technically only 2 attractions, but man, it feels like 4 or 5 or 6,
Yeah, and the length of these things, this trail was about 25 minutes, and then, to use the tractorize, that's probably another half an hour or so. So it's a full night. It's almost 10:30 here. I mean, we're tired. We've been walking constantly to see these things. Great.
All right, guys, so, normally when we do our videos, you'll hear me and Matt talk about what was our favorite scene or favorite sound or sight or actors that we see inside of the haunts. We were contemplating doing that. We were just talking about it off camera, but really there's just so much that it's just so hard to pick. And really, until you come out here and see it, it's so hard to describe. But there's just so much, and there's so many really cool things to point out that it's really hard to say. And I think that goes to talk about how good Markoff's is and why you should come.
Yeah, and there's so many scenes and sets. Normally you go to your house, maybe there's 20, maybe 10 or so. They really got this. My coughing's back, which Jeff is going to be funning me about because
I'm not editing it out.
We had some fog over there. The one really interesting thing in the town, they have this mine we actually go down in, and you feel like you're in a mine. So that's something, really different, really unique. But, they have a barber shop, a mortuary. There's just so many things. But that mine's something I haven't seen before. Going to the haunted trail, Just
Maybe just one big standout was the church.
The church was a big standout, but they had like an alien ship you go into.
A whole Viking land.
Yeah, Viking. There's so many different things. I'm gonna come back to the vampires, and I just love the vampires and the vampire
I'm gonna
girls.
come back to the clown girls.
And clown girls, but just so many sets. So we really struggle with that. This is one you really have to come out and experience just to see all the different things they have. Again, just another reminder, please like, subscribe, follow us, and we'll bring you more of this stuff. But this was a pretty good one. Really, really unique, really different from some of the other haunts we've been to.
Yeah, just a big thank you to the staff here for having us out and allowing us to capture some of this. It's truly been amazing to see, and that's been one of the gifts of the channel so far this year. Is it's forced us to go to, not forced us, I mean we wanted to, but it made us search some haunts that we've never seen before, and I mean finding this has just been a gem. So we've been having a great time all season. Glad to share it with you guys, and we'll keep bringing you more stuff.